So Tuesday morning, I'm at work, my cell phone rings, and he said, "This is your doctor. I've got bad news. You have cancer." It's 3 words that changed my life in ways I couldn't imagine. You know, first question in my mind was, are you sure you didn't mix up my results with somebody else's? No, we have the right ones here. So, wife and I went home, we talked about it, and thought, well, you know, other people have done it. Certainly I'm not the first one. So let's go ahead and start making our plans for the fall, or for the spring. And usually every May we make a trip down to Alabama, we go golfing, go visit our friends. And I thought, you know, I have chemo and radiation in February, March, and early April. I have a little time to recover, and then we'll take our vacation. And we found out that God had other plans for me. Partway through my treatments, my immune system weakened to the point that Donna drove me to the ER on a Saturday night. Things just didn't seem quite right. By the next morning, turns out that my speech was slurred. Weren't sure what was going on. They ended up admitting me I had meningitis. I also developed sepsis, pneumonia, and respiratory failure during that time, so I spent 2 weeks in the ICU. Probably the scariest part through all that was when I tried to talk to my wife. Everything was so jumbled, the words just came out a mess. She couldn't understand a word I was saying. I do remember her leaning over me, tears in her eyes, saying, "I don't know what you're saying, but just remember I love you." That had to be the lowest point in my life. I doubted my faith in God, myself, and whatever purpose I had in life. Didn't know if I would ever return to work again, if I'd be able to drive a car, or if I could do things I enjoy with my wife, such as playing golf together. Fortunately, she didn't give up on me. She was there as my protector. She kept calling the doctor's office, said, "What other referral can you send us? Who do you recommend?" The number one message is, whatever you do, don't give up hope. The doctors don't always know what your prognosis is, because the doctor at the nursing home on my discharge papers wrote, "Patient is terminal, will never return to work." Guess what? He was wrong. I'm still here, and it's been 7 years. My last exam with my oncologist showed no evidence of disease. I found a new normal in my life. Yes, my arm is still limited as to what I can do. I can't screw a light bulb in overhead, but my wife and I, we still walk 9 holes on the golf course, and she beats me most of the time. And when she does let me win, it's what we call my sympathy round. The other thing that I've learned is that they always have the saying, it takes a village. With cancer patients, survivors, and their caregivers, it takes a team. It takes a team of family members and specialists to help guide you through that and back to wellness. And I am so thankful that the one person on my team was my hero and guardian angel, my wife. She's been with me every step. And if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd be today. You know, I went and entered all this thinking that I'd view this as a minor inconvenience. I just didn't know how much of an inconvenience going through cancer was going to be. But I'm so glad it's part of who I was. It does not define in the future who I am.